Well, today is Wednesday, 24th of June. I'm still having a bad what's left of my hair life, and the threat level is still orange. Stay safe out there.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Well, here we go again. We are not done picking on the men. I told you guys I had a lot of clips that I downloaded. I'm still looking at a whole buttload of them here. We're gonna go with one more here. I may keep it a little bit shorter than usual, guys. I'm actually pretty exhausted. I haven't really slept well the past few days. You guys ever have those days where you're just like your brain and your mouth just don't get along? You know exactly what you want to say to somebody, but it's just like, blah. It just doesn't want to come out properly. I'm having one of those days today. And I would honestly like to get to bed earlier than usual, not to fall asleep, because what I actually want to do is attend to some of the comments from the past few videos. It's been a little while. And speaking of comments, there is one that I do want to address that I've seen today. Jeremy, you made it through to the end, buddy. Congratulations.
Bragging about dropping bombs on someone's country and then in the same tweet ask for peace. That's some narcissistic hoe ass shit.
Police, hello, cops, hey, it's been a while. I understand you're maybe a little upset at us, but I have an offer for you. It's your chance to be a hero, okay? Police can stop ICE if they are illegally detaining someone. They can demand a warrant. They can instruct them to leave and come back with a warrant. They can prevent them from drawing weapons, etc. So if you're a cop, you want to be a hero, now's your chance. It's your little redemption arc, please. Please.
So why did Trump say 2 weeks with Iran? Well, that's real simple. He needed 2 weeks to get all the people that were speaking out on board. Like Charlie Kirk, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Steve Bannon. And I guess Charlie Kirk's already flipped, so I guess he probably don't even need that whole 2 weeks, but that's what that was all about, was to get people that disagreed with him to get in line. That's it. It's really simple to see.
My daughter just got out of kindergarten, and I am so proud. They said that she reads at a Trump supporter level already. She's only 5 years old.
I have a question. What is the difference between these attacks on immigration protests versus the attacks during segregation that black people would feel when they peacefully protested by walking into white-only buildings and just sitting there? What's the difference between the attacks? Please let me know. Thanks.
If you were coming to America for any reason, don't come here because you're not safe here. Us citizens aren't safe here. You see what they're doing to immigrants? Do not come here, not for any reason. It's not safe.
So I feel like it's been a while since I've come on here and given you guys a video and made you guys mad. So I really just wanted to remind you of my presence and remind everyone that if you voted for Donald Trump, you're racist and you're a fascist. If you think God is real, you probably need to get medicated. And also, the Pope died directly because of J.D. Vance. Just remember that.
It ain't no way. There's no way he could have won. There's no way. There's no way he could have won and also won the popular contest. There's no way. There's no way. Did you see everything that happened today? No way. No way that more than half of this place wanted that. No way. Y'all not slow. Y'all not stupid. Now we just need to get them right where we want to get them. We got you, bitch.
There ain't no way, guys. There just ain't no way. Y'all not slow, y'all not stupid. Well, I don't want to call this guy slow or stupid, but... So we haven't played this guy in the channel in a bit. It's been a long time, actually, since I put one of his clips on the channel. And what he's obviously referring to here is an O King's protest. He must have just finished attending the protest, and he's hyper excited about how big the crowd was there. Now, the reports were between 11 to 12 million people came out spread across 2,100 cities. Now, the amount is questionable because this is what the liberals are claiming. They're claiming it was between 11 and 12 million. Other reports that are coming in from the right are saying it was more like 4 million. So we gotta be fair. One's over exaggerating, one's under exaggerating. It's probably in the middle, but I'm gonna give them their full numbers. We're gonna pretend that it was 11 million. So I can understand for these protesters, because that's the whole point of protesting, right? They're trying to make a change. And it gives them hope. That's the whole point of a protest. You go there and you're supposed to protest peacefully, to make your voices heard, and the whole goal is for the protesters to leave that day feeling a new sense of hope. But not with you liberals. You guys don't just have a sense of hope, you have a whole sense of like, oh man, did you see how many people are out there? There's no way Trump won, forget it. Because 11 million people out of 340 million Americans showed up. So already when you take that 11 million and you put it into Kamala's supposed 75 million that voted for her in the popular vote, we're looking at just under 14%. So that's already not a very impressive number. So what we have to assume there is that it's not only Kamala voters that came out. That would be impossible. It can't just be 100% of people that voted for Kamala. There's got to be some other people. At least this is what the left should be assuming, is that there's other people that either voted for Trump or people that didn't vote at all, that don't like what they're seeing, and they would come out and attend these protests as well. But the whole point is that's still just 11 million out of 340 million Americans. So when you break that down, that's like 3.3%. Overall, let's be honest, that's not very impressive. Spread out over 2,100 cities, not very impressive whatsoever. Because again, you break down the math, this is just going off the top of my head, that would be 96.7% of people that did not attend those protests. That doesn't mean that it's 96% of Americans that agree with Trump, that are like, yeah, we're MAGA. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. But it's 96% of the American citizens that were not very concerned with what's going on. Therefore, once again, proving that you liberals are just a loud minority. And no matter how much you guys want to virtue signal, no matter how much you guys want to stress in that artificial empathy of yours, the fact that 96% of American citizens did not come and join your protest just proves that you guys are the selfish ones. 3.3% of you. Once again, that's not much. 3.3% of Americans came out to those protests, and you guys feel that that justifies claiming that there's no way that Donald Trump won the election, because the other 96.7%, it doesn't matter what they wanted, right? Because 3.3% of you, this is what you wanted, you didn't get it, you can't face it, you can't admit it, but eventually you're gonna have to, because there's no way that 3.3% of the population of America can change the minds of the other 96.7%. Trump's going to fulfill his term. There's no loophole that you guys are gonna find. Kamala Harris is not gonna come riding in on a white horse to save the day. She knows that she lost. You guys look ridiculous at this point. What you guys should be focusing on is electing the right people into office in your Democrat Party. Stop re-electing these same jokers over and over and over. If you guys are really gonna get behind like AOC and Jasmine Crockett for the 2028 election, please do. Please do.
If I hear anyone say anything about an Iranian sleeper cell, I know I can no longer trust anything that is coming out of their mouth. What do you mean sleeper cell? How dumb are you? This is you. This is you right here. I'm the mainstream media. I'm the news. You know what I'm doing to you? Remember after 9/11, anybody who was wearing a hijab or a turban or was just brown was immediately targeted and profiled. You may be asking yourself, Hunter, people profiled people with turbans that they didn't have anything to do with 9/11. You're right. And neither did anybody fucking else. No, the news. Ooh, scary, spooky. They're the enemy. That's what they're fucking telling you to do. I understand in this current state of being, I look like a total conspiracy theorist right now. 9/11 installed a permanent and perpetual ideology of Islamophobia in this country since it happened, and that's exactly what they're trying to fucking do again. They want us to think that anybody from Iran, anybody from the Middle East is the bad guy. Why? So they can justify going to war with them.
Your Wheatner isn't small. Her hands are just really big. And that's facts. It's all about perspective. Gotta keep that in mind, King. Gotta look at it a different way.
So you think AOC doesn't know anything? She might not, but then again, she's still smarter than Trump. Though, that's not saying much because a pile of shit is smarter than Trump.
I personally want to know, are these politicians, career politicians, whatever, friends, inside, outside work? Because me, personally, I could not. No, I'd be a hating asshole. I see you out in public, bitch, I'm giving you the side eye. I'm literally just being like, the fuck are you doing here? Like, huh? Like, what do you mean you kicked out my coworker because my coworker yelled at you? Like, just basically disagreed. Just disagreed. You know, no, because it could not do me. Just be like, hi, how was your weekend? When, you know, all the shit they're doing, like, literally, you're literally doing things that affect the daily life. And you just expect me to come into work and be like, hey, how are you doing? No, bitch, no. I'd just be like, no, fuck you.
Well, America just struck 3 Iranian nuclear facilities. Shit. I thought you had to have congressional, go-ahead for that. I mean, isn't this just a strike on a sovereign nation? This is a declaration of war. Like, what the fuck? But you have to have congressional authority to declare war. Ooh! Wow, we got him this time. They're gonna retaliate. It's gonna be bad.
If Russia were to invade the United States right now, Donald Trump would approve of it, and MAGA would say, this is what I voted for.
This is your reminder to not let the media gaslight you into believing that the protests in LA are violent. They are a peaceful guided tour of one of the most beautiful cities in the country. At the very worst, it's a Roman protest.
Bitch, I'm tired of you. I'm tired of you and that fucking crunchy ass toupee. The fact that you're a felon and became the president of the United States has been sitting me for the past 2 hours and 36 minutes. Bitch, I'm pissed. I want you to remember that the moment that you are not the president of the United States, that everybody is going to come for your motherfucking ass. For the situation that you're putting everybody in, bitch, you will be the first one gone. First you, then JD, then that Caroline bitch. Y'all all got to get the fuck up out of here. I promise you, the day that y'all step off that goddamn porch onto the grass, you're locked up. Your best bet is getting locked up, bitch, because if somebody don't take you out before then, I would be surprised. I don't give a fuck who voted for y'all. I don't give a fuck if y'all are liked on the other side, bitch. I can't stand you. Y'all look like you stink. Straight mayonnaise on a hot day in the summer heat, bitch, you just smell. I just stop. So I hope you have the motherfucking day you goddamn deserve, because I'm so sick and tired of you. I hope you choke on them unseasoned ass green beans and that motherfucking unseasoned ass mashed potatoes and gravy. Oh, I really hope you do.
All right, so that was a little over the top compared to usual, right? My question is here. These videos, I see people on X. I came across this one on TikTok. This hasn't been on X yet. I haven't floated it out there myself. These type of videos, how come they get forwarded off? I see they get forwarded off to Kash Patel, Dan Bongino, Pam Bondi, Kristi Noem. They get sent off to them, to their X accounts. These people are being made aware of these videos. Now, it's nice if they're just gonna compile a nice collection of them. When are they gonna start going to knock on doors and making examples out of some of them? I know they're not the top priority, but if we jumped back, say 15, 20 years, guys, and if anybody had the nerve to film a video threatening the president of the United States, even if you didn't directly threaten them, if you were wishing harm upon them, FBI's at your door. The problem is here, it has to do with normalizing and desensitizing, right? Even things like this has been normalized. This seems normal now. We're used to seeing videos of American citizens talking shit like this about your president. So that means if we're used to seeing it, so are the authorities. And nothing's happened. So they're just like, oh, it's just another one. It's just another one. One day, it's not going to just be another one. I mean, the proof's already there for that. Within the past 12 months on the calendar, there's already been 2 attempts that we know of that were made on him. And to you sick, mentally ill leftists like this little hobbit here, if any of you were to dare even try and do this, you have no idea the hellfire that you'd bring upon yourselves. You keep screaming dictatorship, you keep screaming fascism. Do you want to see a true dictatorship? Because that's exactly what would happen. You'll be living in a police state real fast if somebody were to try and actually make an attempt on it. Back in April, you were all trembling in fear that Trump's going to invoke the Insurrection Act, yet you're asking for it. You're begging for it. Highly educated, critical thinking, pattern recognition, yet dumb as doornails. How does it make sense that you guys will jump in front of a camera and act like you're looking for sympathy from neighboring countries around the world? It's dangerous here. It's not safe for anybody. If I can get out of here, I would. I'm terrified. Yet on a daily basis, you'll see other videos of American citizens wishing this upon the president of the United States. So really, what is it here? You honestly expect neighboring countries to feel sympathy for you guys, that you live in a dictatorship now, that you're an oppressed citizen. Fascism is here. If Donald Trump is really a dictator, but you guys feel super comfortable to jump in front of cameras and threaten him on a daily basis, he must be pretty shit at dictating, isn't he? And the worst part, you guys are even getting more comfortable. It used to be after you guys would put on your little tough act and make these videos and upload them online all proud, but then when you see that people are forwarding them off to the FBI, before you know it, that video will be pulled down real fast, pretending like it never happened. Yet the internet is forever. Now you guys are so comfortable, you don't even care. This guy put out this threatening video. This was days ago. And I guarantee it's still there. It's gonna stay there because nobody's doing anything about it. Now, you liberals are always telling people on the right, read a book sometime, read a book sometime, educate yourself. I'm gonna suggest that you guys read a book, and in particular, what you guys should read is The Boy That Cried Wolf, because this is in your future. And for those of you out there that don't believe in karma, now might be a good time to start. You guys have been asking at this point for the Insurrection Act to be invoked. Maybe that won't be exactly what he does, but I do see Trump in the near future putting down the hammer, and you guys are gonna have nobody to blame but yourselves.
I can tell that most of you guys didn't pay attention in history class, so this is your time to shut up and listen. World War I wasn't named World War I until after World War II started, and World War II wasn't named World War II until it ended in like 1945. So if you're sitting here waiting for some country or some person to declare World War III, it's not going to happen. You need to look around at the facts. You need to see what's going on. I believe it's already started. I think it's going on. And as things start to boil and get worse, I think the world is going to erupt into war more than it already has. So we need to start seeing things for as they are. If something feels a certain way, if something looks a certain way, if your gut's telling you it's that way and everyone around you is saying it's that way, then maybe you should fucking believe it. And just remember that only a dictator will have their army march the streets of their own country. Okay? So you need to fight for your rights. You need to stand up for what's right. You need to fight against fascism. Just remember that, and have a nice day. Fuck Donald Trump!
There are an estimated 579,000 illegal immigrants in the United States from Canada and European countries. The vast majority of them are white. You don't see any of them having their children being stripped away, or being raided, or being deported to strange countries, or being locked in cages. We all know why.
Alright, Google me this. Ask Google, how many lies has Donald Trump told since he's become president?
I do not understand why the military loves Donald Trump so much. He literally called all you guys suckers and losers for dying in wars. And you guys just don't care. Even his military birthday parade for the draft dodger in chief, it is disrupting a yearly annual thing they do every year for the Vietnam Veterans Fund. And just tonight, these veterans that were pissed off that their celebration is getting screwed up because of Trump's birthday military parade, they stormed through the gates, and now they had to sit in on the Capitol steps. And I just watched a video of an 80-year-old veteran getting hauled off in handcuffs. The right wing has acted like these people, you know, in political speeches, they act like they're heroes, the best people in the world, the military this, the military that, and they treat them like shit in reality. And people in the military just don't care. They just don't care. They love them. They just love them.
You've been through hell, and you're still fucking here. That's not weakness, that's strength. You don't need to be smiling to be powerful. Every tear, every breakdown, that's you fighting. Stronger than you think. Way fucking stronger. And don't you forget that.
So if you still support Trump in June of 2025, and you don't believe that he had anything to do with Jeffrey Epstein, why is he so worried that Musk might have that document released? Why is he so worried? What does he have to be worried about? The fact is, he's all over it, and we know it. But he pays good money to make sure that it doesn't get released. And now he's the POTUS, so of course it's going to be really hard to get it released. But if anybody can get it released, it's Elon Musk. And I hope that's what he does. Because he's starting to realize how bad Trump is for business, for his business, for all the things that he worked so hard to steal from other people and got rich over. So, yeah, Trump is fucked.
Okay, this should be a good one. I love how the Democrats are urging to bring out the Epstein list now. But first thing to address here first, Elon Musk. What have we been saying? Elon Musk has got autism. He's got like hyper Asperger's. He's very socially awkward. And then what does the left say? They say, well, no, that's not an excuse. We understand autism. I know tisms. I know his tisms. This isn't at all what caused him to say that. Well, no, the difference here is Elon Musk has actual autism, not like self-diagnosed autism like you liberals do. He was like legitimately diagnosed. There's a big difference between actually being diagnosed and, you know, just deciding on your own because you watched a few YouTube videos and you think that you have these tisms that you self-diagnose your own autism. The point is here, and what's very obvious, is Elon Musk was pissed off and trying to hurt Trump that day. We all seen right through it, and it's not because we had our Trump blinders on. We all seen right through it because there's one very simple explanation proving that Donald Trump is not on that Epstein list the way that you guys are hoping he is. You liberals out there are convinced, oh yeah, Trump's all over it. And what he's doing is he's paying high amounts of dollars to keep it hidden so it never comes out and exposes him. No, there's a huge reason why that's not true, and I'm going to explain why. Now, we've all heard Donald Trump use the term the deep state. Trump has vowed to the best of his abilities to take down the deep state, clear the swamp, drain the swamp. The swamp, the deep state, whatever you guys want to call it, has been running the show for a very, very long time. And one thing that the deep state most definitely did not want was Donald Trump back in the White House. So just using a little bit of common sense, I mean, it's not really hard to figure out if there was something that was incriminating on Donald Trump that they actually had that was legitimately incriminating, they wouldn't have had to throw all those bogus cases at him like they tried to in the past 12 months. If there was anything in the Epstein files that could have been used to bury Donald Trump, the Democrat Party, the deep state, would have thrown their own under the bus to bury Trump. They would have easily sacrificed some of their own soldiers to assure that he never gets back in the White House. If Trump was truly in the Epstein files, the way that the left is hoping that he is, no amount of money, not even Elon Musk amount of money, could have stopped them from releasing those files if Trump was in there. Because in reality, guys, I know the left, there's no way that they would actually be able to grab this concept, but in reality, the deep state, the elites, the true people pulling strings in the backgrounds, they don't need money. Money is meant for us. It's a total social construct. People at the top of the food chain, they have zero need for money. It's all about information, control, and power. They can create endless amounts of it, as much as they want, that just trickles down as a social construct, and that creates control and power. So if Donald Trump really was on that Epstein list, he would already be in prison. There's no dollar amount in the world that would have been enough for them not to use it against him. Because what Donald Trump threatens, and this is why they're terrified of him, is their control and their power over society. And what's surprising and not surprising at the same time is, I mean, we're just, 7 months into Trump's term? He's already turned over a few logs, guys, and a few things have already come on out for the world to see. The whole uncovering of the funds going through USAID should have just been the door cracking open in the liberals' mind to make them go, holy shit, we're being lied to. But no, they completely keep eating up the narrative that's thrown at them. Hey, USAID, they feed starving children all around the world, and they just eat it up. And again, of course, more hypocrisy out of the left when it comes to the Epstein files as well. They're just oozing. They're just waiting, hoping that they're going to see Donald Trump's name on it. Donald Trump's name has been released on it before, just not in the way that they hoped. Yet Bill Clinton's name was all over it, right? I think it's 19 times, if I'm right, they have him on flight logs. But no, that information's thrown at them. They act like it means nothing. They go right past it, and they just don't want to talk about Donald Trump. What should be alarming to you liberals when it comes to this whole situation with the Epstein list, though, is because all of a sudden you guys are all calling for it. Yeah, we want the Epstein list out. We want to see Trump's name on it. We want the Epstein list. What are you guys hiding? How come the Democrats aren't doing this? How come it's just you guys and the general public? Well, when that list finally does come out, guys, I mean, we're all getting a little bit fed up waiting for it, but when it finally does come out, you're going to find out why it's been hidden all these years. All right, guys, that's it for this video. If you guys are new to the channel and you're not subscribed as of yet, please consider doing so. If not, if you can like the video, share the video, interact with it in one way or another, press a button or two down there. It'll be greatly appreciated. And until then, I shall see you guys in the next video. Have a good one, guys.
Watch out, it's gonna be sleeper cells! Oh, fuck you, FBI. Fuck you, Carolyn Leavitt.
Fuck you to the White House. Fuck you to the goddamn media. Everybody pushing this bullshit. We all know that sleeper cells is just code for we're gonna harass brown people. That's what the fuck this is. You're gonna send more mass dickheads who couldn't get real fucking jobs, 5'4" kings, wearing bullshit that they ordered off of fucking Amazon to go harass brown people while they're trying to have a fucking block party and be like, oh, don't you want to do a terrorism? Oh, one of them talked about in Minecraft. We had to arrest everybody on the block. Fuck you. Fuck you. You think something even happened in this country? Anybody would fucking believe it? You think anybody fucking believe it? How many years ago did Newtown happen? How many of our fucking babies got shot by an American citizen and people yell fucking false flag? Just last week, elected politicians in Minnesota got murdered by a man. They got murdered by a fucking man dressed as a cop, and the first thing that happened was fucking people went on Twitter and were like, this is a false flag, actually this is an inside job, actually this is a blah. So you think we're gonna give a shit if the fucking FBI, the CIA, the NSA, the fucking White House, the goddamn Speaker of the House, the fucking Majority Leader, the fucking CBS, NBC, CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, fucking News Nation, fucking Chris Cuomo, fucking Mario Cuomo, fucking any of these fucking Donkey Kong from fucking Nintendo will come on my TV screen, show up on the box that I keep in my pocket that I look at when I poop, and tell me, oh, it was an Iranian sleeper cell. No, it wasn't. It don't fucking matter. The reality of the world is whatever the fuck our algorithms decide to fucking make it. 18 days ago, Elon Musk said that the President of the United States was on the fucking Epstein files. Why aren't we talking about that shit, motherfucker? We're inside the same month, the same fucking month. A man on the goddamn Epstein files is currently dropping bombs illegally on other fucking nations, and you want to talk to me about sleeper cells? Bitch, stay woke.